where we left off. But this time, remember, last time we learned keyword stuff like input and variables and text and numbers, how we write them correctly, right? So, something we can do. Now we're going to learn some stuff like if, else, and why. If that seems confusing, it's not. Trust me. And if you're still having trouble with this, Google practice. If you just practice, it's going to be super easy. Let's just do something like the person. Let's say we want to ask the person a number, and and we need to check if it's equal to the number 2. How will we do that? Well, we use the if statement. It said a to 2. If a is equal to 2, then whenever we have if, we put tabs. Whenever we do equal, we do put two equals. Like if let me actually first explain to you. There are different types. Like 1 is equal to 1. We put two equal signs. Or 1 is greater than 1. Right? Or we can do like 1 is less than 1. We can also do if 1 is not equal to 1. For not, we put exclamation mark. You can also do if. Yeah, those are the basics, right? And we can also change these to variables. So, yeah. So, let's do, and whenever we write if, else, while, whatever's inside them, meaning like if 1 is equal to 1, remember 2 equals. Actually, I'm gonna keep that so you guys can remember how it's formatted. Do like if 1 is equal to 1. See, it automatically indents because whenever you do if blank blah whatever your condition is, you always have to have a tab. Never forget that. Print parentheses because you're writing text. Hi. So is 1 equal to 1? Obviously. What if we do this? If 1 is greater than 1, it does nothing. Let's do this. We can do if we can set it to our next thing is else. Else, all it does is it just says if this is true, if 1 is not equal to, if 1 is not greater than 1, what are we going to do now? Else. So it's basically plain English. If 1 is greater than 1, do this. If it's not, which is else, print by. Basic, right? See? Because 1 is not greater than 1, because they're equal. Also, we can have stuff like this. If 1 is greater than 1, and we can also do else. But what if you just don't want to do else? But what if you also want to have a condition? Else, if, which is if. See how they match it together? Else and if. Else if. If. Kind of sounds like else. If 1 is greater than 1, hi. If it's not, then if, else, if it is equal to 1, then print by. See, we can also set it to if it's smaller, so it's not going to print anything. And then we can do something like else. Print. I don't know. ice cream. See, prints ice cream. It's not greater or smaller. Hopefully that makes sense to you. If it doesn't, Google. And the next is while. We can do also before actually I show you while we can do like if A is equal to 2. Right? Because we set A is 2 and it is 2, so but we can just set it to 3, right? And A is not 3, so it's not gonna print high. Now let me show you while. So we can do while 1 is equal to 1, right? Actually, we shouldn't do that. Because it's actually, I'm gonna show you what it does. Don't do this, okay? Because just don't. See, it just keeps printing high. If I didn't stop, it would have just kept printing and printing and printing. Look how many highs it printed. Printed like a bajillion highs. Because 1 is always equal to 1. But what we can do is break. What break does is just like if if the condition of while is always true, but we want to do like in the while we want to do like if 1 is equal to 1, then just stop it. We can do break, so it just doesn't keep repeating. And let's to make the most out of it, let's just do something like we can just ask. Let's ask the person a number, the person who's doing the program, right? Remember, input. And we can ask, tell us a number. 1 through 10. See? Now remember, we have to set it to an int because it's a number. Now we can do something like, let's do something like this. Let's do while 1 is equal to 1 if number is greater. Actually, if number is smaller than 6, then we can just write, we can just print number is 5 on below. And then we can do L if. Remember, we can do L if it's not smaller than number. If it's not smaller than 6, let's see if it's uh let's just pick a cool number like 7, right? And then we can do like L. Remember, if we can break, or it's just gonna keep repeating because while 1 is equal to. Actually, no, I'm gonna show you what happens. L if number is greater than 5. Yeah, right? I think print your number is greater than 5. Now let's run that. Tell us the number 1 through 10. Let's say 6. See how it just keeps on printing? We just want it to print once and just break. See? Your number's greater than 5. We can just try doing something like this. Your number is 5 or below. Right? Now, what if this is kind of useless, but let's actually make a use out of it. We can do something like if the number is exactly equal to 7, then we can do actually yeah, it's gonna break. Then let's just make them guess the correct number to just stop the program, right? We can just do while j is, let's actually make j a variable. J is equal to 0. While j is not equal to 7, let's just tell them to say a number, and you can just do like guess a number. Then it's just gonna keep asking them a number until it's not 7. I mean until it is. Wait. While j it's not, yeah. 6. Now let's just guess the number. That's the thing we did. See, it's not even telling us anything because we never said anything. But look what happens when we type 7. It just stops. So we know that works. That's why we need while. And yeah, keep on practicing while, if and else, just do crazy stuff. And remember your integers, variables. Variables are super important. Make sure you practice those. And yeah, bye.